Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about how Wicked is going to be banned in 3 to 5 years because of the right-wing fascists, according to this filmmaker. And it's making all the rounds. This Adam McKay, who directed Don't Look Up, he's like, things are going to be so bad in America that they're going to ban Wicked.
That doesn't even make sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
For what reason?
You want to talk about TDS. You want to talk about people being deranged by politics. I'm like, there's nothing in Wicked. It's like a PG movie, and it's significantly toned down from the book. There's nothing in Wicked that would warrant Wicked being banned by Donald Trump because of reasons. I don't even understand it. So if Wicked's going to be banned, then there's so many other movies before Wicked that will get banned. But let's talk about the banning of Wicked. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. You will get a woohoo if you do.
Woohoo!
Go out to clownfishminus.com. Check out the Plus Club, the Minus Club, shop for merch. Help support the channel. We got a tip jar out there. Clownfishtv.locals.com also mirrors that exclusive content. Thank you very much for all that, and hope you guys had happy holidays.
Yep.
And, we're sailing into the new year, and Wicked was a huge success.
We'll let you know it's coming to streaming on the 31st.
Yeah.
It's going to be like on digital. No, not streaming, digital, PVOD. You can buy it digitally.
Yeah. So,
31st.
And that window is like so narrow now, but a lot of people are going to go see it in the theater. Our daughter's actually waiting for digital. She wanted to go see it, but she said, I don't know if I can sit in the seats for 3 hours because the movie's like very long. And she's like, this theater.
A lot of people are waiting too because they want to sing along and they can't. I mean, people are doing it in the theaters, but it's really not nice to do that. So
it did do very, very well at the box office. Did not do. They were talking it was going to make $1 billion. I
think it's like 580.
Yeah, I mean, it's still good. I mean, it's better than Cats, right? I was like, oh God, this thing could go over like Cats, but it didn't. People said it's actually pretty good.
I didn't think it would do $1 billion, but no. It did do okay.
It did good. They had a really good opening weekend. It held its own against Moana and a bunch of other movies coming out. There was some controversy we talked about with the dolls having the porn site on it, and I don't think that factors into this. But yeah, this director, Adam McKay, is saying that Wicked is so radical that the movie could be banned in 3 to 5 years because of the right. Because of the right wing.
This is so stupid. America has never been more right wing and propagandized. I'm like, okay.
What?
I know, right? I know. I love it. It's only propaganda now, guys, because they're not the ones controlling it. You know, it's propaganda when somebody else says it, but don't just forget about the last, 4 years and all the weird stuff that went on then. Forget about the fact that you're all bigot or whatever if you don't like a movie. Forget about the whole COVID debacle and how people should have, not be allowed to eat at restaurants and all the other stuff. But, it's propaganda now.
This is crazy because everything was very far left until recently. And actually,
now it's propaganda.
I would say, if anything, it's not even right wing. I would say that things are going back to center. They're going more back to center.
Yeah. Well, when you're far, 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 far left, that looks like you're far right. So
this is Adam McKay. I'm not familiar with him. I'm not familiar with his movies, but he sounds like he is batshit crazy. Filmmaker Adam McKay, has come from the Daily Beast, wouldn't be surprised if Wicked was banned in the U.S. in 3 to 5 years, considering the state of politics in America today. The movie was briefly banned in Kuwait. It's not even banned now. Briefly banned in Kuwait. Local media speculated it was due to its LGBTQ cast and queer-affirming comments from the film stars. Okay. There are some very blatantly gay movies in America, and they have not been banned. Even when, and the book came out during the Bush administration, right? Or before the Bush. No, it was like 90s. The book came out in the 90s. The play came out during the Bush administration, and it wasn't banned. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about?
The book's way worse than the movie.
Oh, yeah, the book's way worse. So McKay said that America is headed in a similar direction as the Middle East.
Okay.
Which is one of the strictest when it comes to media bans. The country banned Barbie last year for its discourse on gender.
Yes, because it was blatant. Like, they were really, like, instead of, like, being like, hey, maybe we should, like, the lesson should be that maybe we shouldn't just be, everybody should be treated equally. No. They still disrespected men by the end.
God, this is crazy. And look, is this because of, like, we've covered it with Disney, that they're walking back a lot of the LGBTQ themes in their movies? But there's a difference. Those movies were specifically for children, and they had very hot button issues. They inserted, the trans issue and stuff, sports issue into kids' entertainment, and they knew parents weren't going to take kids. Wicked, yeah, it's a PG movie, but a lot of people going to see it are adults. I don't think it was ever marketed specifically to kids.
Except for toys with porn sites on it.
Toys with the porn links on them, which are still not on the shelves, at least not our Walmart. I don't know.
No, we never got back in over there. I think they did start. I know Universal was crossing off the URL and putting it back on the shelf. But.
Yeah, just think about seriously, think about all the money that Mattel lost.
I don't know.
This Christmas. Because
but anyway, this Dippo. On a pure storytelling level, Wicked Part 1 is right up there as one of the most radical big studio Hollywood movies ever made. It's nakedly about radicalization in the face of careerism, fascism, and propaganda. That radicalization in a big budget film may not be shown freely in America without bans in the future. If America keeps going on the track of Trump, I'm like, what the flip are you smoking? The dude was in office before. Where are you getting this from? Like, where are you people like literally pulling this stuff out of? Because I'm trying to understand it. And the thing is, I guess if you're over in Hollywood and you're all like fear mongering each other, as much as you claim everybody else is doing it, you're doing it to each other, I believe. Because where else are we going to get this? Oh, women are going to be made into Handmaid's Tale. Says who? Oh, the abortion rights thing that was never in question. It was up to the states before. Okay, and, women's rights are going to be taken away. Where? I'm just tired of hearing this because they're just so insane.
This is crazy. America has never been more right-wing. I don't know, 1952 maybe? Maybe we were mid-50s. So it's never been more propagandized. No, I would say it's actually on the other side. I would say if we're seeing a right-wing pushback, it's because of years of left-wing propaganda.
Yeah, I agree.
And the media controlling the narrative.
That's why everybody voted for Trump. I don't think a lot of people said they didn't even like Trump, but he wasn't Harris.
Pretty much that,
And he wasn't the Democrats. And that's why they did it. And a lot of people were Democrats. They left to go vote Republican because they got tired of the Democrats being as a purity test and ridiculous as they are.
I know of people that were lifelong Democrats that switched, and they're not going to register as Republicans or whatever, but they didn't vote for Democrats because they're like, it's out of control. Everything's out of control. And the thing is, the pendulum can swing back too. I mean, we need the pendulum to fucking just stay in the middle, like where it was mostly for decades, and then we just started pushing too hard.
It gets better though. It gets so much better.
Okay.
I don't know if specifically any movie or book will be banned at a state or federal level. Wait till you read the next paragraph. But I do know this is in the works. Based on what? There's a bill that would allow Trump and future presidents to effectively shut down nonprofits by labeling them terrorist support organizations. I think that's in extreme cases, okay? If people are out there rioting and looting and saying it's because of a stupid organization,
well,
they might.
Honest, it's about groups like BLM and stuff like that.
I think any Antifa and stuff like that.
Antifa, yeah. They're like, if they're giving money to organizations that are perpetuating violence or protests or whatever under the guise of being a nonprofit.
So the guy's propagandizing the bill? I would say, but this next paragraph. Some social media users accused him of being alarmist about the potential for U.S. bans. He doubled down. It's bizarre how many people think the possibility of movies, books, music being banned in the U.S. in the near future is a crazy idea. Aren't you guys the one who banned Dr. Flippin' Seuss?
And they're pushing for Harry Potter.
Yeah, wasn't that you?
Yeah.
Wasn't that you guys? That you can't have Dr. Seuss books because they're bigoted, and you had all those people rewriting James and the Giant Peach and other books they were rewriting because you couldn't have certain things in it because they were product of their time, but they should either you rewrite or they should be banned, and you actually literally banned Dr. Seuss books and they were pulled from the shelves. Wasn't that you guys? I'm just asking.
Yeah, anything problematic. They went back and they retconned Roald Dahl books.
They're retconning, Dungeons and Dragons and all that stuff because it's problematic. Isn't that your side?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to remember. There's also this thing where people take a passing comment and turn it into an absolute wide-reaching pronouncement.
Like
wait, what?
like movies are going to be banned because
being self-aware isn't his thing.
No, apparently not. God, this guy's. The Broadway play and the book are older than the current age of polarization. McKay writes, part of the timing is a coincidence, but still, because people are probably bringing out like, dude, the book came out like 30 years ago. The play came out like 20 years ago. What the hell is malfunction? I think you'll be shocked.
Back then, more people were more centralized. And so to that, they liked it then. The people that like it now are still more probably in the middle. It's not like, oh my God.
It's just insane. Here's some of the reactions we got on Pirates and Princesses. This person said, this is ridiculous. Adam McKay is delusional. No one's banning Wicked. LMAO. This person says, I hadn't seen what it started. McKay's discourse about censorship. He claimed the movie Wicked could easily be banned very soon for being so radically lib. This other person says, Adam McKay doesn't understand movies either because I think Wicked is going to have more audience and not be banned at all. I think it's going to reach more people via streaming and cable broadcast channels. McKay needs to be schooled by film buffs who are laughing at him. And this person's concerned. This is Bassam67, who says, Adam McKay says Wicked could be banned 3 to 5 years if America keeps going on the track it is. And I wouldn't be surprised. I'd rather see civil war than such a stupid, senseless, and ignorance-based hashtag political religious censorship bullshit fest. What the fuck? It's a movie about a green witch.
It's about, it's about characters from, Wizard of Oz. And the reason they got to do it was because it was in public domain. And it's just a story. But beyond that, I just think it's funny because we're going to ban stuff because they're banning books. They're banning those LGBTQ books. Yes, for children in schools. They're banning it for children in schools. Age appropriate stuff, guys. But you have a whole list of books you guys have wanted banned or changed, and you did.
So how long until McKay's like, I'm leaving X and I'm going to Blue Sky?
Please do.
Also
leave the country. Was he in the country? If he is, leave the country too. This is ridiculous. They are literally rewriting books to not offend people like this guy. And they have banned Dr. Seuss because it offended people like this guy. But don't worry, Wicked's gonna get banned, guys. Now, years later, for no damn good reason, because, Trump's president, but he was before, and it wasn't banned then. God, the stupidity, it's turd. It's turd.
It's crazy. So we're going to wrap this up.
Yes, my brain can't process as much idiocy.
I don't know. We got a long way to go until the inauguration. I think we're going to see a lot more idiocy.
It's just stupid. And then what he's saying about, and then he's behaving in the exact same way he's accusing everybody else of behaving.
Yeah.
Rules for thee, but not for me.
Let's wrap it up.
Yes.
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. We'll talk later.
Bye.